Hello, I'm State Representative Dianne Hesselbein, and I am in Platteville today, and I'm at the Joint Finance Committee, and we are listening to people from all around the state of Wisconsin talking about the issues that they care about most. I'm so pleased that so many people from the district have come out today to tell us what they're seeing in the Governor Walker's budget and things that they would like to see changed.
Our public schools in Middleton, where I live, are doing well because people are flocking there for the high-quality education and for good quality jobs. But our real concern is for the public schools in rural areas. So many of those very small towns and rural areas are experiencing closing of their public schools as people leave the rural areas. So we have been asking the Joint Finance Committee to increase the revenue limit by $200 per pupil, which will benefit the rural areas. To increase categorical aid by $200 would only increase the disparities between the rural areas and the urban areas. So we are most concerned about our rural area public schools.
Hi. My testimony today, in an attempt to be different, harkened back to the era of the 1950s and 60s and the space program. I reminded listeners that after Sputnik first orbited the Earth, the United States put a higher emphasis on science education in all areas of public education, knowing that that strengthens our country, and we still need strong public education to be a strong country.
I was a public school teacher for 35 years, and I believe in public schools. I believe that our public dollars should fund one school system, not two. So, especially when the voucher schools are not accountable like the public schools are. So, our public dollars should stay with the public schools, and we should restore the funding that was cut back in 2010-11.
I was a family of 4 children who all went to Catholic school with my parents funding it totally. In today's day, they would make nowhere near the $75,000 limit that allows funding for vouchers. They scrimped and saved to send us through. I taught in the Madison Public Schools for 29 years, and I am a strong proponent of public education and feel that our money should not be going to those private schools or religious schools or voucher schools. And I would hope that we would increase our revenue limit to $300 per student so that we can restore the public schools to their strength that they used to be.
I'm concerned about the effects on the teaching profession with all the budget cuts that have been happening, and how there's a reduction in young people going into the teaching profession, and a real shortage of quality teachers in the rural areas and the areas that are having to make so many cuts. So I want funding restored to, and also to help restore how we look at teachers and how we look at teaching, and how it can benefit all of us in the state of Wisconsin.
I've been involved in teacher education, and I've come to value greatly the extraordinary expertise that teachers use in order to help students understand. And they need to understand because we are living in a world that is dramatically changing, and the critical thinking skills that are necessary that teachers develop. And so when I hear the rhetoric that creates resentment against teachers and their professional expertise, I'm appalled. What we need to do is to restore trust in the public education system and funding that goes back to previous levels, so that we can get back to the quality of education that Wisconsin has always been noted for.
Well, as you can see, there are a lot of people that have a lot of concerns about education and also the environment in the state of Wisconsin. There are ways that you can have your voice heard. You can either come to a joint finance listening session coming up, or the Democrats will be having one as well. Please come and let your voice heard, and let us know how we can improve Governor Walker's budget. Thank you very much.